Did you know that one of history's greatest conquerors may have experienced one of the most terrifying deaths imaginable? I'm talking about Alexander the Great, and the shocking possibility that he was buried alive. Now, we all know Alexander as the legendary ruler who built an empire stretching from Greece to India by the age of 32. But his death? That's where things get really interesting. You see, Alexander supposedly died in Babylon in 323 BC, but here's the twist. He might have been very much alive when they laid him to rest. He had contracted a mysterious illness that caused him to become completely paralyzed, yet his mind remained fully conscious. It's what medical experts today call Guillain-Barré syndrome. Imagine being trapped in your own body, unable to move a single muscle, unable to speak, but completely aware of everything happening around you. That was potentially Alexander's nightmare for 6 long days. The ancient physicians of his time had no way to detect the subtle signs of life in a paralyzed body. They didn't have our modern medical equipment, no heart monitors, no brain scanners. They relied on basic observations like breathing and movement. When they saw none, they declared him dead. What makes this even more tragic is that Guillain-Barré syndrome often has a recovery period. If they had just waited a few more days, history might have turned out very differently. Instead, according to this theory, Alexander lay there conscious but immobile as they performed the funeral rites. Think about it. The man who conquered most of the known world, who had never been defeated in battle, might have met his end not in glorious combat, but in the dark silence of his own tomb, fully aware but unable to call for help. It's a reminder of how far medical science has come, and how even the mightiest figures in history were vulnerable to the limitations of their time. Of course, we can't be entirely certain this is what happened. It's one of history's great mysteries. But the possibility alone is enough to send chills down your spine. The next time you hear about Alexander the Great, remember, sometimes the most fascinating stories about historical figures aren't about their achievements, but about their final moments. And in Alexander's case, those moments might have been far more horrifying than anyone could have imagined.